so we get ready to go into the third quarter. Let's go back to some of our keys of the game. Some of the things that we identified earlier as, things that we've got to take into account. So number one, we said that they had to win the first quarter. They did that. Number two, we had said they had to maximize their dominance with this offensive lineup. So Anthony Davis, he's got to be a 30-12 guy. LeBron James got to be 25-8-5. And the idea there was this. You're playing downhill with force and really generating shots at the basket, putting a lot of pressure on the Nets, who are kind of a smaller team. And then you need a strong contribution from D'Lo and Austin. And I would say up to this point, for the most part, we're seeing a lot of that happening. Anthony Davis has been pretty dominant. LeBron James hasn't really played a downhill game, but he's, hit a couple threes. He's played well. D'Lo definitely has been very dynamic. They've really turned him loose. He's got quite a few buckets. Austin Reeves is not quite, where you need him to be right now. So there's two ways of looking at that. Austin Reeves is a guy that dominates in pick and roll action. They haven't really been giving him that action, and he has missed a few of his threes as we're heading into, as we head into the half. We said we got to minimize the Nets bench scoring, and Cam Thomas has come out. I think he has like 20 points in the first half. And I say that is a problem because when Cam is on the court, the Lakers have to prioritize defending him because it looks like the Nets are pretty much willing to say, hey, give Cam the ball and get out the way. So if that's the case, trap him, force the ball out of his hands, force somebody else to beat you. And I don't think they're doing a great job of doing that. The Lakers bench has been kind of mediocre. Rui really hasn't made an impact on the game. I haven't seen him score yet. So he's not really making much of an impact. The Lakers aren't getting much transition. A lot of times when Rui gets some of his easy buckets is in, these open court transitions. And he simply hasn't gotten a lot of that. So, I think we can admit that. And then what about minimizing the Nets bench? Or excuse me, we just talked about that. C. Wood, he's, I think he had maybe 5, maybe 10 minutes in that first, in the kind of the beginning part of the second quarter, was really ineffective. And I don't think that's good enough because I felt like Christian Wood had an advantage. But because of how the Nets are playing, when Christian Wood is in the game with Vando right now, they're playing their best shot blocker on Vando, which allows him to roam free. That even though Christian Wood, you have an advantage, he has a small guy down at his waist guarding him very aggressively around the ball. And then he has a help defender. He knows every play coming over the top. So that's really neutralized Christian Wood. And then finally, we talked about Vando's minutes, not allowing him to become a liability on the offensive side. Up to this point, like I said, he's been a wash. He hasn't really done much of anything. And, if anything right now, I'd say he's been a little bit of a liability still because of how the team is playing him. They're putting their best defender on him and then allowing him to float at the rim. So as we're going into the second half, right, again, we want to be able to come out and set the tone with Anthony Davis and LeBron James. We want to try to, again, still maximize our offensive threats. And we've got to do a better job on Cam Thomas. We've got to really have strategies around how to force him to force other people to beat us. So make him a passer, make him a distributor, make him a creator, but not just a scorer. And we haven't seen enough of that. And I think there's some opportunities to get some points for particularly Christian Wood. Rui Hachimura is not as good of a player in terms of being able to take advantage of mismatches. Rui Hachimura really gets cooking once he gets some activity and fast breaks and just some easy buckets. So, as we head into the second half, again, the same keys to victory still stand. The Lakers were able to squeak out of that first period. But to me, there were some stagnant points on the offensive side, particularly in the lineup that had LeBron. It had definitely had C. Wood, had Rui, had Vando. That lineup was kind of, just getting stifled a little bit. And then even a lineup that didn't have LeBron, when that's the case, you've got to run your offense through D'Angelo Russell. And I think that, Austin is okay in those circumstances, but really only okay when he's committed to going downhill and taking advantage of some of those pick and roll actions. So again, let's get ready for the second half. All right, gang. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the second half of action. And again, starts off, it's the game's fairly close. It's 62-68. Both teams have kind of come back out with their initial starting lineups. And again, to me, this is advantage Lakers, or it should be. I'll take that shot. It's a difficult long three. Okay, but he gets the rebound. It is what it is. Okay, take a look, gang. And I think I heard the commentator say it himself. He said, this isn't a good possession. And again, I don't care about the fact that AD made the shot. AD is one of the best players in the world. Because you make a shot doesn't make it a great possession, okay? So again, we come down, and I have no clue what's going on here, right? We got all this cluster of activity. No guys spreading the court out. Okay, so I'm not sure what exactly is happening or what's going on here, but let's take a look. Okay. Anytime you get resetting the ball out here to Taurean Prince, already I got a problem with this. Taurean Prince should catch this basketball and get it back to a playmaker immediately. I don't want Taurean Prince doing nothing with the basketball. Too many dribbles. Already there's too many dribbles. Taurean Prince should have already been reset that ball to D'Angelo Russell. Taurean Prince is either catching and shooting or getting the ball to a basketball player with more proficiency, period. Anything other than that, I need him off the court. Okay, so here we get the pass, and AD's just skilled enough to hit the shot, period. I'll take my chances with that. I'll take my chance. That was good defense. Okay, so all of that energy and effort, it gets Claxton on LeBron, and it gets AD on whoever this guy is here, who's not above 6'8". I need the ball to get to AD somehow, some way, period. Because you have enough guys on the court that if they double AD, you're going to get an open three. I need somehow, some way the ball to get down here to AD on the block. Don't like that. Bad possession. Take a look, gang. So LeBron was prepared to do his classic step back three, right? With a 7-footer on him. But he sees that the distance was closed, so it's going to be a very difficult shot. He's probably not going to be able to get that shot off, right? We're down to 6 seconds on the shot clock. Once you got that switch with AD down there, why either not get a secondary screen or something to be able to attack downhill? I don't like LeBron taking these 28-foot step away, 1-foot threes with all this offensive power on the court, and you never got to touch Anthony Davis. So sure, you throw the ball over to D'Lo, and D'Lo can hit this shot to make or miss league, but this is not a good possession. So the Lakers have come out with 2 possessions that are very poor with this elite offensive lineup. And again, what do we always say? Anytime Anthony Davis has to help as a secondary defender, it leaves his guy available to get a rebound, who's usually the best rebounder on the team. And there he puts it back in for points. So the Nets, who don't, in my opinion, with this particular lineup out there, have any one guy that's just some incredible player, they're just playing well. They're just kind of coming downhill, trying to they're getting shots off. Okay. And sometimes getting shots off, because you think about the first one, Cam Johnson took a 3, got his own rebound and scored. Then you think about this play here. He's coming downhill. He gets off his shot, misses, but Claxton, because Anthony Davis had to help, Claxton is able to make a play on the ball. So again, very important that the Lakers are able to trade baskets with these guys, with this elite offensive group on the court. And right now they've come down 2 possessions in a row and gotten some really garbage looks, and it doesn't make sense. Whereas the Nets have come down on 2 consecutive plays and gotten pretty good looks. And let me just say this. The Nets are just playing one-on-one basketball, right? They're playing one-on-one, but the difference is they do a good, let me just see, just to make sure, how did he get his shot? He got his shot with kind of a fake. It was a fake screen. He showed as if he was going to screen on Austin Reeves, but he never did. And then all that happens is he's committed to coming downhill, whether it's Austin or Anthony Davis, because his guy's sprinting to the rim. So he knows that AD can't fully commit to it. Everything about that was a good play for the Nets. Okay. I already don't like the play because I don't know why Prince has the ball. And then why do I got AD with the ball at 38 feet from the basket? So again, we are down to 15 seconds, which means almost 10 seconds are off the shot clock. Anthony Davis has had the ball at 35 feet from the rim, and Taurean Prince has had the ball. You remember what I told you? With this lineup on the court, you want Anthony Davis as your top primary offensive threat, LeBron James 2, D'Angelo Russell 3, Austin Reeves 4, Taurean Prince 5. And even though I said Anthony Davis, yes, I don't mean Anthony Davis 40 feet from the basket. And then number 2, if we're talking about offensive creation, I don't want either of these two guys creating offense. I don't mind Anthony Davis creating offense from off the block because he's being double teamed, but Anthony Davis and Taurean Prince running some type of two-man action, who's coaching these guys? How is LeBron, Austin, or D'Lo not demanding the ball? This stuff doesn't even make sense, gang. So again, 3 garbage possessions. Take a look, gang. So Taurean Prince does the right thing. He passes the ball to LeBron. And maybe someone's going to say, well, this is a play. Maybe it is a play. I don't know, right? They do this, and then the goal is the whole time Anthony Davis knew he was going to roll to the rim. I don't like the play. Just my opinion. I don't like the play. Nope. Not a great play. So again, watch this gang. And I care less, like, make or miss league. And it's not like a fast break. It looks like this is kind of fast break. So I'm always gonna give a pause on a fast break because just people aren't really set, people aren't where they need to be, and things can happen. So again, gang, we got 10 seconds on the shot clock. My 3 creators, D'Lo, LeBron, Austin Reeves. In the order probably would have been LeBron, D'Lo, Austin Reeves. Those are my creators. We're with 10 seconds. LeBron is just getting the ball. And I know it's off of the inbound. Oh my God, that's not even LeBron. This is a no-no. I told you, Taurean Prince should never be taking any shots other than threes. That's it. I don't care if he makes this or misses. It doesn't make a difference. He should never. This is our 4th possession, and it's another garbage possession. This is just unbelievable. I don't care. That's not the guy I want taking a shot, period. That's not the guy I want taking a shot over their best defender. That's what the Nets want. The Nets won that possession. All right, so we got our man-to-man. Claxton's always going to tell you where the offense is going to happen. And that's just a play right there. Let me take a look at this here. I do have a question. Why am I coming off of my guys, D'Lo? You're not really. Right now, it's 2-man action. Anthony Davis is in drop defense. He doesn't need any help. Anthony Davis is in drop defense. So even though there's a screen and all type of crazy action going on up here at the top, Anthony Davis is in drop defense. We don't need you right here, D'Angelo Russell. I need you over here guarding your guy. So either this is coaching or this is something. But again, you can't do both. You can't have Anthony Davis 10 feet away from the defender, the guy with the ball, and then still have D'Lo having to help as well. What's the point? Otherwise, AD should just move up. He's in drop defense. He's got 23 feet to get to the basket. AD has 10 feet to get to the basket. D'Lo should be on his guy. This is bad defense. This is bad coaching. This is bad schematics. Be on your guy. Game after game after game after game, it's the same stuff. I don't need your help. You're in a drop coverage. If Anthony Davis can't guard this, no one in the world can. D'Lo wasn't needed. D'Lo wasn't needed. So the Nets have come down on 4 or 5 consecutive plays and run good offense. The Lakers have come down on 4 or 5 consecutive plays and run bad offense. Coach Ham standing here with his hands in his pocket, doesn't have a clue what to do. He's getting his ass cooked on the defensive side, his ass cooked on the offensive side, whereas the Nets are getting what they want on defense. They got Taurean Prince trying to beat you. And then on the defensive side, on the offensive side, they're just running good offense against, a really good team. Come on, gang. All right. Remember what I told you, right? If I'm the Lakers, offensive creation. Number 1, LeBron James. Number 2, D'Angelo Russell. Number 3, Austin Reeves. If I am generating offensive creation with Austin Reeves, it's off of pick and rolls, and it's off pick and rolls usually from the top. Austin Reeves out here creating or doing whatever he's doing on the side is not a high priority. Doesn't seem like a good thing. Just based off of watching the Lakers all year. All right, so pay attention, gang. Halfway good play once LeBron got the ball. Because LeBron gets the ball down on the block. They're choosing not to double him, right? When LeBron was younger, he would flash and he'd go to the baseline and dunk this. But he's not that player anymore, right? Now he's also able to get off a jumper. But D'Lo makes a great play. He kind of comes down. Now there's 2 plays here. D'Lo initially looks like he's setting a screen, so you pass it out to Austin Reeves for an open 3. Okay? But, LeBron makes the right plays, he likes to say. Makes the play. D'Lo's cutting down. Okay? Oh, wow. I do have a question. I wonder if Claxton, are they in a zone? And if they are, I haven't been paying attention to see if they've been in a zone. Because if they've been in a zone, that might be why the Lakers have just looked bad. This group with LeBron has not done well. Not this group particularly, but LeBron did poorly against the zone in the first half, and now he looks like he's doing poorly again. Again, this is a great pass. D'Angelo Russell, you got to try to finish this. You should finish it with your right hand. You're left-handed, so you're going to put it where he can make the play. Yeah. You got to finish that with your right hand. That's middle school basketball. So again, Nets there pretty much, and that was like kind of a fast action, but they got a great shot. I'll take that. I'm comfortable with that if I'm the Nets. We're coming back this way. LeBron James on the fast break. He's the best in the world at that. Off of a make, gang. Let's take a look at this here. Off of a make. I don't know who LeBron's hot dogging for over there, but we're already back on this side of the ball over here, gang. Okay. So this is off of a made basket. I've got 1 guy, 2 guys that are already closer to the basket than any Laker player off of a made basket. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. Off of a made basket? You got to be kidding me. All right, again, gang. Austin Reeves is your primary creator. That's weird. Unless Austin Reeves is getting a pick and he's attacking, I don't like it. It should be LeBron James, should be D'Angelo Russell, then Austin Reeves. Now, where I do like Austin Reeves is when he's getting a pick and he's attacking because he's one of the best in the world at that. But if he's not, it just then we'll see. I guess I better watch the whole play out. Let's see. Okay, I like that play. I like that play. When Austin Reeves is attacking off the pick and roll, I'm always going to like that play. He's one of the best players in the world attacking off the pick and roll. I don't like him as the primary creator, but if this is what they're calling the creation, which is basically a pick and roll with him downhill, I like that a lot. He's a really good player at doing that. So I'll take my chances with that. That's a good play, good shot. Okay, good play, good shot. I got to pause because I didn't like what I'm seeing here. Okay, let's take a look, gang. Let's take a look here. All of this is important when you're talking about championship basketball here, right? All right, so let's take a look here what we got. So we know there's 14 on the shot clock. Ball comes into AD. Okay. Him, he's playing a little two-man action. Okay, everything's good. Nothing's there. No, nothing bad yet. Okay, so you got LeBron here with 4 seconds. Um, you had 14 seconds. And LeBron's gonna have to take a tough shot because there's no time right now for anybody to really make anything happen. So just overall, like the play took a little too long, and you're gonna get a bad shot. That's a bad shot. Okay, AD get you another possession. Okay, they throw it away. Why'd they go to Prince? You guys know my feeling on Prince. I don't want him doing nothing other than shooting. Okay, and I'm not gonna knock him on that. It was just a bad pass. So again, you know, Darvin Ham is not a good basketball coach. He came in and he was yelling and cussing and carrying on, saying, "Oh, the Lakers are out of excuses," right? Well, the Lakers came into this half with 68 points, which means they've scored 6 points in the last 4 minutes. The Nets came in with 62, so they've scored 11. That's not the only issue that I have right now, right? On the Lakers' last 10 possessions, and I'm going to say 10 just because there's been some like double possessions where they got a rebound and things of that nature. They haven't looked good. In those 10 possessions, I never saw LeBron orchestrating the offense. I never saw D'Lo orchestrating the offense. In all 10 of these possessions, I haven't seen either of those two things. But Darvin Ham is asking, well, what happened? It was the same group we had in the first part. The same things aren't happening. You're not doing the same. Now, here's what I don't know, and I'm not paying attention. I need to do a little bit better. Have the Nets moved to a zone, and now the Lakers just haven't responded well to that zone? Because I haven't been able to, like normally I do a better job of seeing if it's man versus zone. I'm going to try to key into that here in a second. But if it's a zone, the Nets are winning, man. They've out strategized the Lakers. The Lakers look disorganized. They look like they can't figure out what they're trying to do. They haven't been able to get one competent set so far yet. Almost 4 minutes into the second half. I'll take that. I mean, it's just a tough shot. Okay, pay attention, gang. I like. Yes, they missed the shot, but this is good offense. Take a look, gang. Let's take a look. D'Lo at the point, passes to Austin. And he immediately tells him to, like, let's get this ball down inside. So get it down here. And that's it. That's all I need. LeBron James with the ball that deep, he's basically a power forward. That's a great play. I don't care about miss or make. That was the first good play they've had this whole second half. First good play. Okay, I do want to see what happened here, though. I do want to see why defensively off of a make. Oh, no, it's not off of a make, excuse me. Off of a miss. Okay. Yeah, so there's a couple things here that are problematic. LeBron gets beat, but he gets beat, no big deal. Cam Johnson this second half has really been really aggressive. Cam Johnson shows flashes of just being a good player sometimes. But I don't really think of him as like some great player, but like he has these flashes where this second half, he's been the most dominant player with his action and activity offensively. He's been real aggressive, and that's opened things up for everybody else. Because even this play here is a Cam Johnson play. Austin Reeves has no chance to stop this because they didn't get a chance to get a big guy down here to defend. Okay, so you give it up. Not the end of the world. Try to get better. Okay, ball in LeBron's hands. I like it. Ball to D'Lo. I like it. Ball to AD. I like it. Perfect. Love it. Let's take a look at it, gang. Remember, I believe that the Lakers are one of the best one-on-one teams in the world. I always say that because of AD and LeBron. So in this possession, LeBron's bringing the ball up, your computer. Now, think about how crazy this is. This is pretty much LeBron's first time bringing the ball up these last couple plays. Well, him bringing the ball up probably for the last 5 minutes. They haven't brought the ball up with LeBron this whole second half. Okay, so LeBron's bringing the ball up. He passes it to computer number 2, D'Angelo Russell. D'Angelo Russell, like he's a dangerous threat with the ball in his hands. He can shoot right over you. He can drive. He can do all types of stuff, right? He gets a good pass into AD, starts moving. AD already is on an island one-on-one with Claxton with no ability for anyone to really help because everyone around him is a dangerous three-point shooter. Remember what I told you guys before. AD is getting better at passing out of the double. So if they double him, he's going to make the right pass. Well, I don't know about the right pass, but he's going to make a decent pass. He's getting a lot better. And if they don't double him, he's going to take his chances with Claxton. This is shaping up to be a great offensive possession. So he sizes him up. Help comes late. It's already too late. AD is already inside the circle protected area. This is a bucket. Make or miss, doesn't matter to me. Great possession. Great possession. I'll take the miss. But that's good offense. That's the type of offense that the Lakers need to be able to generate. Okay, now there, how you let the 7-footer basically, did he grab the rebound? I got to go back. He took it off the rim. Oh, wow. Great play. He took that off the rim and went coast to coast. That is a great play. He made a great defensive play, got the rebound, and went coast to coast. Great play. Great play. Great play. Claxton, I like Claxton. I like Claxton a lot. Again, I'm not really paying attention. Let me just go back here. I wanna try to figure out again. I really haven't still figured out. Are they in man? Yeah. Ooh. Gang. It appears that they might be in man to man, right? And like it's hard to tell because right here, I can't tell who he's guarding. He looks to say I see him put a hand on D'Lo, but he's not like, man, Austin's my guy. So it's kind of hard to tell. But everybody else appears to be a man. And this is just one-on-one. Anthony Davis one-on-one on the offense or defensive side is pretty much the best player in the world. Okay. His bag is just too deep. So not necessarily a great play, but it is a great play because you got the ball down to Anthony Davis and said make a play. Okay, so that's a good play there. I'll take that. I mean, it's a tough shot. He hit it, but you know, it is a tough shot. All right. And here you just basically got Anthony Davis the ball down on the block, and they've gone to him the last 3 plays. What's funny is when they couldn't get any offense going, they weren't even getting the ball down to him. So again, Darvin Ham is losing the game in the third period, but he's losing it because I could roll back. I'm going to roll back. I'm going to roll back to the early in the third quarter. Hate to do it, but I'm going to do it just because otherwise people will be so confused. Like, well, you know, what happened? Here's what happened. Okay. Not even on the offense side. The Nets are getting what they want, meaning like they're just getting good basketball, nothing fancy. But look, D'Lo coming up. LeBron. Okay, this is so far shaping up like a good possession. It's going downhill now. It's going downhill now. But anyway, the point is, Taurean Prince messed this possession up. But I wouldn't even say that. Like, again, the point is they got the ball down to AD, and we already know what happens. But again, let's just keep moving ahead. Okay. Austin Reed should not be bringing the ball up. Austin Reed should not be bringing the ball up. Because you're already down to 18 seconds, and it should have been in Bron or D'Lo's hands. So whatever happens here, I could care less, right? But I'm just showing that all the stuff that's happening was not by chance. Anthony Davis should have been down on the block to begin with. Okay, so I don't even care about this possession anymore. So that was 2 bad possessions. Okay. So you're having bad offensive possessions, and then defensively, they're just getting buckets. Okay, so again, bad possession. It's already a bad possession because D'Lo and D'Lo and LeBron never had possession of the ball to start the possession. That mentally forces you to do different things. And on this end, they're just coming down getting buckets. This I could care less because it doesn't matter because they were on a fast break. Anthony Davis with the ball, kind of far from the rim, bad possession. It's already a bad possession. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We know he's going to make that shot, but it doesn't matter. Anthony Davis with the ball at 20 feet away from the rim, bad possession. Okay. And then we already know he makes this. Okay. But I'm just showing you all these wasted possessions, but again, bad possession, bad possession. Austin Reeves, unless he's at the top getting a screen or getting somewhere he's attacking, he shouldn't have the ball in his hands as an offensive creator when you haven't gotten a bucket in a long time. You came to the quarter with 68, you got 72. So already a bad possession. All right, I care less, bad possession. They almost made it a good possession. That was a bad possession, though. You got to start with D'Lo and LeBron with the ball at the initiation at the start. And then this, again, don't care. Fast break, they're the best in the world. They didn't get enough of that in this game anyway. All I care about is offense. The Nets keep scoring. Okay. Bad possession. Austin Reeves made it a good possession because he's one of the best in the world at, coming downhill. But he wasn't really even committed to really doing it. But anyway. All right, Austin Reeves with the ball. Bad possession. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's a bad possession. He shouldn't be with the ball as the first. Not when I'm down and I'm not able to score. No. It doesn't make sense. So we've already had 5 bad offensive possessions. And they've pretty much scored on every possession they've had. Already better possession. All right. So anyway, gang, the point is Darvin Ham, he'll say, I have no clues, the same team and all the rest of this stuff, right? But the difference is you're not even doing what makes sense offensively to put you in a position to win. What makes sense is get the ball down to Anthony Davis. First of all, figure out how to get him down on the block. If you got to set some screens or because think about the Nets. The Nets have gone out of their way to get Cam Thomas the ball and to get him open. But yet the Lakers don't go out of their way to get Anthony Davis, who's a walking mismatch, open down on the block. They don't prioritize LeBron James initiating the offense or number 2, D'Lo initiating the offense. Austin Reeves has one play. He can either get a screen and he can come downhill, or he's just not a great offensive initiator. So every possession that did not happen, where you had LeBron, one of these three things happening: Anthony Davis getting the ball down on the block, LeBron initiating offense, or D'Lo initiating offense, is a wasted possession. Period. So that's not the player's coach. That's Coach Ham. He's the one that needs to make that happen. Gang, that was a great possession. Great possession. What did I tell you? Cam Thomas is their offensive, like, people like on their team seem to get Cam the ball and just stand around or just whatever. Watch this, gang. I said there's two ways to guard Cam Thomas: either deny him the ball or double team him. And he's so offensively minded that he still, as a computer, feels like he can still score. But this is a good possession because they've tried to play some denial with Cam. He's my number one primary threat right now. So just defense, defense, defense. Make him give it up. Make him give it up. He still wants it back. Still defend, defend. There you go. Still double, 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 double. There you go. There you go. Make somebody else. There you go. Make somebody else beat you. He don't really want that. He don't want that play. He don't want that play. Okay. Anthony Davis pretty much, to me, has a mismatch. Good shot. That's a good shot. Now let's take a look here, gang. This offense is only good because the ball's getting down here to AD. And again, AD becomes the offensive generator because down that far end, you've got to really defend him. Okay. So again, that's another way you can generate offense, because in this group, I don't see either D'Lo or LeBron on the court, but you're able to still generate offense or good looks because you're using Anthony Davis as an offensive generator by getting them the ball deep enough that you have to respect that. And now he's going to pass out of those doubles. So again, watch Anthony Davis. The attention that Anthony Davis is drawing is important. Vando's an excellent guy at creating screens. It looks like, I don't know if he's rolling or if he's going to screen here, but Anthony Davis is an offensive generator because of the attention that he draws. You got to, you got to take that shot. That's a good shot. And I want to say this, gang. The Lakers, this offense is being generated against, was the 10-point swing. So the backups are in now at 3:40 left in the period, right? And the Lakers have 81. Keep in mind they came into the period with 68, so they've scored 13 points. The Nets came in with 62. They've almost scored 30 points. So a couple important things. This happened against the Lakers starters. Okay. This happened against the Lakers starters. What's happening here is not against the Lakers bench. This damage was already done against the Lakers starting five. I would have flashed back to try to double him. He's just too dangerous. Yeah. Good play. I mean, it's a good play. I still think it's a good play. That was a scramble play with Cam Thomas on the court. For whatever reason, they let that guy he just does a little too much. You could really disrupt other things. That was a good play. Okay. Did Vandal just hit a three? Yes, he did. I'm not even really paying attention to how they're playing Vandal, but let's take a look here real quick, gang. All right, so they've got Dinwiddie on Vando. Look at the lineup for the Nets, gang. There's no one over 6'8". Anthony Davis should not be setting a screen out here. So again, let me just say this again. Darvin Ham will have you believe that They just didn't play hard. And what happened? Listen, the Nets don't have a player above 6'8". Anthony Davis should be right down under the basket calling for the ball. Let them double him. Let him pass out of the double. He should not be setting a screen at 27 feet away from the rim. It doesn't make sense. He's not a real good pick and roll guy. Okay? Anthony Davis is not a great pick and roll guy. Not from this far away. No, not a chance. Not fast enough. So yes, Austin Reeves is coming downhill or whatever's happening here, right? But my point is this. Anthony Davis should be, I don't care. We know that Vando's about to hit this shot. That doesn't matter. How many of you guys have confidence that Vando's going to keep hitting this shot? I don't. Anthony Davis needs to be down on the block. Period. Carry on. Okay, I'll take the 3. It's needed. Okay, Cam Thomas. Man, they let Cam Thomas just get away with some mess. And here's what I mean. They just let Cam Thomas just attack. They don't have any type of restrictions on him. He throws a ton of bad passes. But I like that, forcing him to beat you, but not beat you with shots. I like it because he throws some passes that just aren't real high likelihood of being successful. So right now, if I'm Cam, I'm like, oh, I want the ball just because he feels like maybe he has Austin Reeves on him. But I like what they're doing with Cam so far. They've done a lot better of really trying to stop him from scoring. Wow. That was just a great play, right? Great play. But remember what I said with a guy like Cam Thomas, that's why I really wouldn't have Austin on him. Austin don't have enough doggedness to deny him from even getting the ball. Whereas Vando is he plays hard enough to at least try to prevent him from getting the ball. Here, Austin is pretty much conceded. I'm going to let him get the ball and I'm going to defend him. With Cam, you don't even want a guy like him to get the ball. Just my opinion. Right now, you're in trouble. You should do more to defend him from getting the ball. For whatever reason, the Nets just have turned their offense when he's in over to him. So make him work harder to get this ball. That'll disrupt the flow of the offense a little bit more. But anyway, that's a given. He's going to, take that shot. All right. And again, that's just impressive. Vando hitting these threes here. That tells me he's been practicing. I would have preferred Anthony Davis to get this pass. I would have preferred him to get the ball lower. Okay. Him getting the ball at the free throw line. I'm going to take my chances if he squares up and shoots that over my head. I'm going to take my chances. I'm going to take my chances with Vando beating me over here. Right? So my concern still is Anthony Davis with no other guy on the court that's above 6'8" is not getting the ball in the purple. And he's not even in the purple. He's not even in the paint at all. But I'd like him to get the ball down in the circle, but he's not even in the paint at all. So again, to me, the Nets have won this possession. It doesn't matter about who scores or who doesn't. The Nets have won this possession. But again, Darvin Ham's going to tell you that something else is happening. The Nets have already won this possession. Great shot by Vando. I'll take it. I'll take it. All right. Perfect. 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 Great adjustment. For whatever reason, I keep saying it, they just let Cam go wild, right? And I'm not talking about the Lakers. I'm talking about the Nets. They just say when he gets the ball, they just get out the way. Make him beat you by doing something other than shooting. Because even his passes just are weird. Yeah, just all this energy and create. Like when Cam starts going, like either he hits a shot or it's like chaotic. And I think that's an advantage Lakers. Okay. So you got to get more of that. Let's take a look what we got here, gang. All right. So take a look at this game. AD at the point. Because even that pass to Vando was a little late. And then even more, he's not really a great finisher anyway. So even if he gets the ball to him, now if that's AD catching the ball there, that's different. So I'm just not even sure what's going on with this particular lineup. I'd have to look to see if they closed the gap or they came back or what's going on here. But um, I've got a couple issues with this lineup. Like just in terms of beating your guy at the point of attack, none of these guys really can beat their guy at the point of attack on their own. None of them. But hey, that's just me. Tough shot. Tough shot. I do like how Vando came down to try to get a play at the glass though. And again, gang, I'm still like I said, I'm still upset with a few things, right? Not enough maximizing of AD at the rim. You're just not maximizing him. You're all these touches for AD are way out here, outside the free throw line. And there's not even this is when Claxton isn't in, you've got to take advantage of those minutes, and you got to have guys down on the block that can get buckets. And what I'm seeing right now is not that, right? AD's getting the ball, but he's getting the ball in spots that are not easy to score. And that doesn't make sense at all. All right, so yeah, I'm happier in this case that LeBron, or I guess he's initiating the offense. Let's take a look here, see gang. Okay, so this is off of a. Okay. All right. Okay, so LeBron getting the ball here. Okay. Not sure what exactly the vision is here, but I mean, LeBron coming downhill right now, he's gonna have an advantage. I know that if he does go downhill. Yeah, that's a good enough shot for me because LeBron has the advantage on that play. It's a good enough shot. That's a tough shot. If he hits that, that's just a tough shot. And that would have been a good pass because if he got Rui that ball, it might get Rui going. Rui's the type of guy that really feeds off of that fast break action. And once he sees one or two baskets go through the rim, he really gets cooking. Hey, I think that's Max Christie's second three from like that wing area. So that tells me that's something he's really practicing. He caught that ready to shoot. And it was D'Angelo Russell that threw him the pass on the first one in the first half. He hit it pretty much in the same exact spot on the other end of the court in the first half. So again, D'Angelo Russell or LeBron with the ball. I like that. I like the offensive creation there. Okay, so I like that. I like the offensive creation. Good play. Man, Cam Thomas is a bear. Great play there, gang. Because Vando had him, didn't really want to foul him. And Cam Thomas went from the 3-point line to the front of the rim in seconds. Vando doing a good job just to deny, defend. And then in this case here, unfortunately, they don't have a shot blocker or anybody in at the rim. And I think maybe Cam knows that and takes advantage of it. So you can see Rui. When Rui's not confident, he does all that pausing on his three. If you're not catching and shooting, Rui, you're not really a good 3-point shooter. I can go all the way back to the Celtics game where Rui catches the ball, but he doesn't really commit to a quick shot. he's not a good 3-point shooter when he's doing that. So he really just cost his team a possession because he took what should be a high percentage shot and made it a low percentage shot based on his activity and how he, the delay there. You got to catch that and shoot that in rhythm. Yeah, that's not going to work. And then the Lakers don't have any real big guys down there to get a rebound. So let me say this. I know everything is always hindsight's 2020. You have Vando in, and I think he's doing good. He's in on Cam Thomas. I can't really see anybody else playing Cam as well as he is as the initial primary defender. Obviously he's getting help, but I feel like there's some issues I see out here. So number one, the Lakers have no big in right now. I would have loved to seen a Christian Wood because again, with this lineup, the biggest player in the court is Claxton, but I would have liked to have seen maybe Christian Wood in there to help clean up stuff on the glass and just to give you a presence down low. Because he is a guy that if he gets you down low, you're going to have to bring one or two guys to stop him. So this would have been a great opportunity with. So here's where you run into the problem, right? I'm sitting here telling you I would put Christian Wood in because I think you could get some advantages down low and make some things happen, right? But at the same time, now that I think about it, that doesn't even make sense because the Lakers aren't even taking advantage of Anthony Davis being in there with 6'8" guys. So what makes me think they're going to take advantage of Christian Wood being in there with a 7-footer, right? So again, I'm sitting here out coaching myself because the Lakers aren't even making moves that make any type of sense to begin with. When you got Anthony Davis in there and you got guys that are 6'8" and less, you're not even running him to the rim to get down there and get points in the paint or forcing action, forcing them to respond to that. You're not. But yet I'm saying here, this would be a great time to have Christian Wood in. So that's why I continue to say that the Lakers continually show me that they're not a team that even if you get better players in there with this same coaching, you're not going to do any better because they don't maximize what they have already, right? The only job of an executive level leader is to maximize the talent that they already have or the talent that you have. So you maximize the talent that you have. Then you say, hey, here's where we can make some adjustments. But the Lakers don't maximize the talent that they have. Instead, Darvin Ham gets his ass out coached. He comes in and he says, oh, we just didn't do this. We didn't do that. No, you got thoroughly out coached. Thoroughly. Because we had at least 10 possessions in the third quarter that were garbage possessions. This lineup here, well, I can't even say the lineup. The fact that you're not showing a commitment to go down on the inside and punish the Nets tells me that you're missing something. You're missing the capacity to see that that's where you should be punishing them. I bet you if we were to go back and study the teams that have played the Nets, they probably score a lot of points in the paint. Just because watching how they play, they seem to leave an availability of a lot of points that could be made in the paint. But yet, I don't see the Lakers punishing them. And I'm just thinking of it because I'm thinking like, man, this would have been a great game for C. Wood. Unbelievable, gang. Unbelievable. So again, got Cam with the ball. I'm gonna press him. I don't want that ball in his hand. He's scary. Okay, perfect. Perfect. He's not perfect. I'll take all of that. I'll take all of that. Okay. Just should have attacked a little earlier. I think. Oh, he had to take foul. Okay. I think LeBron should have attacked a little bit earlier on that play. Yeah, it's bad play. With that much time, it's a bad possession, right? With that much time, it was just a bad possession. So again, we'll take a little peek at it again. So LeBron's coming. I'm coming downhill now. I'm coming downhill when? Now. I'm not even walking up. I'm coming downhill now. I'm coming downhill now. I am coming downhill now. Go get 2 points. I'm coming downhill now. I would have already had a screen. I'm coming downhill. Fourth quarter, I would have been coming downhill to make plays at the rim. So again, gang, coming out of that third quarter, the Lakers were destroyed in just a lot of ways, right? So it's not on the bench because if you look, the Lakers gave up, were down by 10 when their starters were still in, and they weren't scoring. They were coming down on empty possession after empty possession after empty possession. with bad strategy, not getting the ball to AD, not running the offense through LeBron, not running the offense through D'Lo. Cam Thomas, I think they did a much better job of really neutralizing him in that quarter. He might have got 5 or 6, 7 points. But, so I mean, again, that'd be a 28-point like pace. But I just felt like they did a better job of really trying to neutralize him and force other guys to beat them. Defensively, I think that, for the most part, I thought they did okay. The Nets were just getting shots, making those shots. But I think that a lot of that was coming off the fact that the Lakers were doing so poorly on their end of the court. Okay. So the Nets were just, hitting a shot here, hitting a shot there. This should be a high scoring game, right? So the Nets can put the ball in the basket, but so can the Lakers. The problem is in the third quarter, the Lakers weren't doing any of the things that were working in the beginning of the game. Okay. And I hate to go all the way back to look at the first quarter. We've got the breakdown of the tape on that. But the point is you'll be able to see that if we look at that first quarter breakdown, so here's where Coach Ham doesn't make sense. What they were doing in the first quarter with the same group. So again, third quarter here. Okay. The same team. What they were doing in the first quarter compared to what they were doing in the third was not the same. And in fact, I'm literally going to go back to the first quarter to take a quick peek at that just to show you. And the reason I say that is because, again, it exposes the fact that Darvin Ham simply is not seeing the game appropriately. He's like, I had the same guys in. You had the same guys in, but you weren't doing the same things. All right, so let's go ahead and pull. I want to pull it. I'm literally going to pull it back up. Like I normally don't do this. I go quarter to quarter, but I got to go back to the first quarter. And the reason I'm going back is because Darvin Ham told you that the same guys were in there and they did something different. No, you're doing something different. Just let's look at what they're doing offensively. Okay. Because he told you everything was the same and he just can't figure out what happened. I'm telling you, it didn't look the same to me. But let's just take a look. Let's see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, gang. Okay, LeBron is the offensive point of initiation. All right, so gang, name one time in the third quarter where you saw any of that action right there. Okay, let's watch. Just one play. But Darvin Ham will tell you that you didn't see what you thought you saw. So yeah, they come out with Prince initially, but that's irrelevant. They know they're getting the ball to LeBron. So LeBron's going to try to beat his guy. Nope, not there. Kick it back out to D'Lo. And even where guys are placed on the court matters. If there's nothing happening for LeBron here, there should be an offensive originator up here, D'Lo. So D'Lo, watch. He gets the ball to AD. And it doesn't seem like it, but AD has the advantage. He has a small guy, and he's kind of got a free runway right here. Look how deep. We don't see AD getting the ball in the third quarter in the paint at all. Okay, but he's going to tell you that it's the same. Okay. If you really believe that, you believe that. Okay, let's go to the next possession. Anthony Davis with the ball, but it's going to go to LeBron. Look at this, gang. Watch this already. I know AD just kicked the ball back out, but watch the difference. AD is in the paint. In the whole second half, AD's not getting, so far in the third quarter, he's not getting the ball in the paint. He could go in deeper. Watch, he goes in a little bit deeper. He's at the dotted line area. AD wins this matchup, even if he gets the ball right here. This is incredible. But Darvin Ham told you that the Lakers did the same things. Okay, let's watch. So I'm going to try it again, gang. Oh, my God. Coach Darvin Ham told you in the press conference that the Lakers had the same team and there's no more excuse and there's no more of that. The same things you did in the first quarter, you're not doing in the second quarter. You just got the ball to Anthony Davis on 2 back-to-back possessions with him in the painted area. Offense originated by either LeBron James or D'Lo. You haven't done that the whole third quarter. This is unbelievable, gang. Okay? But like I said, I don't know much about basketball. But you're not going to get me in a press conference and tell me that I didn't see what I thought I seen. Okay? You're not going to tell me I didn't see what I thought I seen. Okay? All right, already. I'm going to sip on some water. Anthony Davis is getting the ball in the painted area already. I don't know what's going to happen on this possession, but Anthony Davis has gotten the ball 3 times in the painted area on 3 possessions. He never got the ball in the third quarter in the painted area. And obviously I'm exaggerating, but you guys get the point. This is unbelievable, gang. But they're going to tell you that they did the same thing in the second half as they did in the first half. So you telling me, oh, if I gave you Michael Jordan, you would still lose. Because the stuff you're doing and the stuff you're saying doesn't even make sense. Unbelievable, gang. But like I said, you guys are better than me. Let me fast forward again. Fast forward again. This is just buckets. Lakers in the break, that's always a bucket. But they didn't really have a lot of break opportunities for whatever reason this game. Oh, I know why. Because the Nets, we know, haven't turned the ball over, and it's almost into the third quarter, and they hadn't even really turned the ball over. Okay. But again, I just want to show you. They're telling me that it's the same thing. I'm just saying it didn't seem like it. D'Lo coming up with it. What did I tell you guys? I want LeBron James primary, D'Lo number 2, and then Anthony Davis getting touches in the paint. Also, if D'Lo or these guys are coming up and they get stifled, I want a playmaker back at the top again to reset to get things right back to going again. So let's just watch. Again, we didn't see any of this in the second half, third quarter. That's a great shot by LeBron James. 1-on-1 against Cam Johnson. Great shot. Make or miss league, I could care less. All I care about is what your eyes are seeing. D'Lo coming up. They did a good job of getting the ball out fast on misses. Okay. Austin Reeves downhill. Okay. So again, we've seen on the half-court possession, we saw 3 possessions, all with Anthony Davis touching the ball in the paint. Never happens in the third quarter. But the same team, the same things. Okay. Tell yourself that. Tell yourself that. And the reason I'm bringing this up, gang, is just because it's a great opportunity to see the same exact lineup getting different results. And then people are like, well, why? We're seeing why right in front of you. Again, what did I tell you, gang? I said LeBron James needs to be my number 1 offensive initiator. Number 2 should be D'Lo. Coming up the court right now, we got D'Lo. That's a good thing. Pop out, LeBron. So at the top in the first half is LeBron and D'Lo consistently. Hey, gang, look who's getting the ball down in the purple on the 4th half-court play. But you told me that you had the same team and the same things. 4 half-court possessions, 4 plays with Anthony Davis with the ball in the paint. Unbelievable, gang. Whatever else happens doesn't even matter to me. Doesn't matter. 4 possessions, 4 plays where Anthony Davis had the ball in the paint. Never happened in the third quarter, gang. Never happened. The Nets are going to score the basketball, but you have to enforce your will on the other side. Okay, so just keep watching. Again, what do we notice? D'Lo originating the offense. He's going to go do whatever he does. LeBron James is going to flash to the top to be able to reset it if he needs to. Looks exactly like the last play, to be honest with you. Again, gang. Darvin Ham cussed everybody out and said, it's over. No more excuses. Same team. This is the 5th play, half-court play. Every single one of the 5, Anthony Davis has touched the ball in the paint. It has been a great possession. Make or miss league, I don't care about that. Has been a great possession. In the second half, they didn't do that at all in the third quarter, but he's asking questions about why his team isn't able to succeed. Unbelievable, gang. Unbelievable. And I don't even care about defense right now. Okay. Yeah, same group. Okay, watch. Again, D'Lo orchestrating the offense. Even though AD's touching the ball out here, LeBron is right here. Again, a little secret note. LeBron is still one of the LeBron, like AD is the best post player in the world, in my opinion. Yeah, I put him up there with the Joker, with Embiid, all the type of stuff. But LeBron's got to be top 5, top 10 as well. He's a dominant post player as well. So the fact that LeBron's kind of in here, I don't really mind this action as well. But either way, the point is the offense right now is being orchestrated through these 3 on all 5 or 6 of the half court possessions so far in the first quarter. In the third quarter, we never see this one time. Okay, so let's go. Whoa, gang. AD's about to touch the paint again. Possession 7, 6, 7. AD has touched the paint every time. Good things happen. Unbelievable, gang. So Coach Darvin Ham told you, he didn't tell me. He told you that the same Lakers played and that they didn't get the same results and why and all the rest of this, right? Every single possession in the first quarter, Anthony Davis is touching the ball in the paint so far in the half-court sets, and it's gone well for them. In the second half, third period, he never touches the ball in the third quarter in the paint. But he's going to tell you he's doing the same thing. Okay, let him tell you that. Okay, so just keep saying what's going on here. Again, that was a good shot. Look at this, gang. Look at this, gang. Look at this. And I would have still preferred AD to be in the paint just so he could be on the rebounding glass. But watch this, gang. Okay. What did I tell you? I said Anthony Davis, excuse me, LeBron James, number 1 person I want with the ball in his hands. Number 2 is D'Lo. And then AD within that, I like to get him touches in the paint. None of that happened in the third quarter. Okay. So D'Lo gets the ball, great, because he's a savant with the ball. Anthony Davis could easily go down if he really wanted down into the paint. Okay. But no big deal. Watch. Look at this pass. Great pass, great look. AD can just keep flashing to the rim to see if he can get a rebound, maybe, right? Great offense. You got the ball in D'Lo's hands, an offensive originator. Taurean Prince doing what he's supposed to do, which is catch and shoot. Good offense. Good offense, gang. Good offense. He misses it. It's a make or miss league. But that's good offense. And I'm going to end it there. Okay, here's why. At this point, bench players come in. But here's something very, very important for you to see. The Lakers starters have won 24-16 versus their starters. They've outscored them by 8. And in those possessions, every single possession in the half court, every possession in the half court was a good possession. Not about whether they made or missed it, but every possession in the half court was a good possession. The majority of them came through AD down touching the ball on the paint. And they all came with LeBron or D'Angelo Russell orchestrating the offense. Okay. I say that again because that's not what we saw in the third period. Okay. So they won that period 24-16. Okay. So watch. All right. So what I think is important to show you here is they just won that quarter 24-16, which is a +8. Okay. Coming into this quarter, to start the quarter, they're up by 6 points. And I'm just going to fast forward ahead. And I already showed you. You saw it. The offense was not the same. What they were doing was not the same. But just watch. Just watch. I want to show you something very, very important. When the starters, are they still in? Let's take a look. Yep, starters are still in. Starters are still in. Perfect. 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 AD with a touch on the paint. That was the first time he had a touch on the paint in a long time. But I just want to show you something, though. Anyway, watch this, gang. The Lakers are down by 11. So listen, please. In the first half, at this pretty much same about minutes of play, in the first half, the Lakers won 24-16, a +8. The second half, this literally might be the first time Anthony Davis gets the ball down on the block, like in the painted area. They're down by 11, but they were up by 6. Gang, this is a 17-point differential with the exact same group on the court. No, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. The first half, they were +8. This is a -17. So the spread is 17 + 8. It's a 25-point differential from this same group from the first half to the second half. The only difference is how the Lakers are playing offensively in terms of what they're doing. They haven't been outcoached. And when I say outcoached, meaning like there's no great defensive scheme happening. They're just not doing what they did in the first half. Why, I don't know. All right, gang. So I'm done with the third quarter. I really just brought that up because this might be the last time you'll see this group back in the game where like it was against that same group that they outscored 24-16. But yet now they get outscored by 17, which is, like I said, a 25-point difference with the same exact group. But just goes to show you how Darvin Ham is not, and this is scary, gang. Darvin Ham is not seeing the same game that we are. He just thinks they're not giving effort or whatever it is. They're not doing the things that it takes to win that they were doing in the first half. And when I don't know who's calling the plays or who's orchestrating the offense. But they're just not, it's not like they did the exact same things and they got different outcomes. They're doing something totally different and the outcome didn't work. All right, gang, I digress.